Hello. All right, so now we're going to make a video about mean, median, mode, and range. So I'm going to do as many of these examples as I possibly can, but for the most part, what you're going to be doing with these is it's going to give you a set of data, and you are going to go ahead and find different numbers using that set of data, and each one kind of has its own little thing. So there's mean, which is the average. There's the median, which is the number in the middle. The mode is the most, and the range is the difference between the biggest number and the lowest one. So we're going to do some examples, as many as we can in this little video. All right, so this is a data set, and that's what they're going to call it. They're going to call it your data set. So I'm going to need some small numbers here. All right, so it says consider this data set, and it gives us a bunch of numbers. The first thing that I like to do with the data set is I'm going to put it in order from least to greatest, just because I like it there. It looks prettier that way, and we're going to need it when we're finding the median. So I go through my numbers. So I think 18 is my smallest one. So what I do is I do that, and then I cross it out. I think 19 is next, and then 20. And then, is anything lower? So 34, and then there's another 34, then there's a 35, 37, and then 42, 47, and 51. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we have them all in order. All right, the mean is you're going to take up all of these numbers and then divide by how many numbers there are. So the first thing I need to know is how many numbers are in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 numbers. That just helps my brain. All right, so let's grab our handy dandy calculator. Here. Okay. I know you can't see the whole thing, but you get the idea. So we have 18 plus 19 plus 20 plus 34 plus 34 plus 35 plus 37 plus 42 plus 47 plus 51, right? And then once you multiply or you add them all up together, you're just going to divide by the number of numbers there are. So there are 10 numbers. So my average or my mean here is 33.7. So that's my mean, 33.7. Okay, the median is the one smack in the middle. If you have two of them, we have to find the middle of that, but we'll go through there. So how I find the median is I go ahead and just cross them out as I kind of dive in. So like 18, 51, 19, 47, 20, 42, 30, 37. Okay, so then we're stuck with two that are smack in the middle. When you do this, when you have two numbers smack in the middle, you need to add them up and divide by 2. So that is how you figure that out. So we have 69 divided by 2. My calculator's on my other screen, so I know you can't see it. 34.5. 34.5. So that's my median. The mode is the easiest one to find. It's the number that you see the most. And the only number that even duplicates here is 34. Oops, sorry, let me undo that. I want a different color. So the number we see the most here is 34. And then the range is just the biggest number to the smallest number. It's what is the difference? So the range is the biggest number is 51, and we already put them in order. Isn't that nice? And the smallest number is 18. So 51 minus 18 is 33. Sweet. Not too bad, right? So now it says, suppose the value 26 is added into the data. Okay, so let me erase all the things that I did. and it wants me to add in the number 26. So I already have these in order, but I'm going to go ahead and just put 26 right here. He's going in that spot. All right, couple things that would, let's talk about the mean. All right, suppose we add it. The mean decreases by. So we have to go ahead and figure this out again. Okay, so we're going to find out the mean. We'll practice it. I do know, like I do remember that it was 337 when I added them all up. But now I'm going to add 26 in the mix. Okay, 26 is now involved. But now I have to divide it by 11 because now there's 11 numbers. So it's 33 now. That's my new mean. So it says here, my new mean is 33. It says the mean decreased by 0.7 because it was 33.7. But what we added 26 in the mix, now all of a sudden my mean is 33. All right, so let's do the median is decreased by. So my median's going to change as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. 18, or the biggest number, smallest number. Smallest number, biggest number. Smallest number, biggest number. Smallest number, like we do this. And I don't even have to do math. That one's smack in the middle. So 34 is my new median. So it says the median decreases by, because this is my new median, it was 34.5, now it's 34. So it decreased by 0.5. The mode didn't change. 34 is still my mode. And my range isn't going to change because my biggest number and my smallest number didn't change either. Oops, sorry, it's not 51. My brain. Woo, it's still 33. That didn't change at all. We just had to add in another number. All right, sweet. Let's do another one. These are Jennifer's golf scores. It says, what is her mean scores rounded to the nearest tenth? So mean means that I need to add them all up and divide by how many numbers there are. So it helps my brain to count how many numbers there are in the first place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so there are 11 numbers. That helps my brain. All right, let's get our handy dandy calculator. Okay, 72. Oh, here, let me clear all those numbers on the side so you guys don't. Well, can I clear the history? I don't know. That's okay. We got this. All right, so let's do 72 plus 80 plus 74 plus 68 plus 65 plus 66 plus 72 plus 70 plus 65 plus 80 plus 75. All right, so that's the total when I add them all up, and then I need to divide by the number of numbers that there are, which there are 11. So we have 71.545454, blah, blah, blah. It says to the nearest tenth. So this is in my 10 spot, so that 4 means that I'm not going to increase it. So my mean here is 71.5. Great job. All right, next one. Now it wants the mode. The mode is the one that you see the most. So all we have to do is look through these numbers and see which ones we see the most. So the first things I notice is how many 4s I have. So I have 1, 2, 3 number 4s. I think it beats it. How many number 3s are there? There are only 2. One of the 7s, one of the 8s. Yeah, I think 4 would be the one that I see the most. No math involved. Isn't that nice? All right, cool. All right, this is the last one we're going to do in this example. Now this one, I'm not giving you the numbers, okay? It's going to give it to you in a graph, and we're going to use this graph to figure out the numbers because it wants the mean of the miles walked by the girls. So we need to find our numbers here. So pink is girls, right? Miles walked. So according to this, 4 miles was walked by number of people. 4 miles was walked by 5 girls. 5 different girls walked 4 miles. So we have 4 miles, 4 miles, 4 miles, 4 miles, and 4 miles. 5 different girls walked 4 miles. Okay. Now let's do this one. How many girls walked 5 miles? So go all the way up, and it looks like 11 of them did. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Lots of numbers. Okay. How many girls walked 6 miles? So follow this over. It looked like 3 girls did. And then let's get a whole nother color, orange. How many girls walked 7 miles? Walk that across. Looks like 5 girls did. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. So these are how many miles they walked. We just had to use that chart or the bar graph to figure it out. So now we're going to add them all up and divide by how many numbers there are. Okay. There's multiple ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of calculate them and then we'll add it together because basically we have to add them all up. So I know this is 4 plus this is going to be 20. This is 55, 18, and 35. Oops, 35. So we're going to add those numbers up. Handy dandy calculator. 20 plus 55 plus 18 plus 35. 128. Now, we can't just do that. We actually have to take that number and then divide by how many numbers there are. So there are 5 here. We have 5. We have 11, so we're at 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we need to take that total and divide it by 24, which I'm going to do on my other screen, which is 5.333333. So we're just going to leave it as like 5.33. But again, it's the same process. We just had to go ahead and pull the numbers off of the graph.